focus isn't about doing more, it's about caring deeply about one thing. In Japan, masters don't multitask, they refine. Depth over speed, Shensa wa Suzani Shoner, Shokunin Kishitsu, Turinkiji, the way of the craftsman. What Shokunin Kishitsu really means. There's a word in Japan that changed how I think about everything I do, Shokunin Kishitsu. It translates to craftsman spirit. But that barely touches what it really means. Craftsman equals craftsman. Kiji, kishi, equals spirit, temperament. This isn't about your job title. It's not about being an artisan or working with your hands. It's about approaching anything you do, your writing, your code, your cooking, even how you organize your desk with the mindset of someone who sees their work as sacred. But here's what broke my heart when I first learned this. Shokunin aren't proud because they want recognition. They're proud because the work itself demands their respect. Pride in craft, not ego. Process over praise. The work is the reward. This is where most of us get it wrong. We chase outcomes. We want the applause, the promotion, the likes. But a true craftsman, they're already fulfilled in the making. One task, one mind. Here's something that'll sting a little. In the craftsman mindset, multitasking isn't just inefficient. It's disrespectful. When you split your attention, you're telling the work, you're not worth my full presence. Imagine a sushi master scrolling Instagram while preparing your meal. Imagine a surgeon answering emails during your operation. The shokunin doesn't think about the next task while doing this one. There is no next task. There is only this. One task. One mind. And here's the paradox that saved my sanity. When you stop trying to do everything, you start actually finishing what matters. Full attention to the present task isn't a productivity hack. It's a form of meditation. It's where focus lives. Mastery through repetition. We live in a world obsessed with novelty. New strategies, new tools, new hacks. Not because they're stuck, because they understand something we've forgotten. Mastery isn't found in doing 1,000 different things. There's a sushi master in Tokyo who spent 3 years just learning to cook the rice. 3 years. Not making sushi, not learning fish, just rice. When asked why, he said something that stopped me cold. Because the rice deserves that much. The rice deserves that much. Focus doesn't grow through novelty. It grows through consistency, through showing up to the same work, with the same care, even when it stops being exciting. Repetition isn't boring, it's the path. Quiet standards, not external pressure. Here's what broke me free from burnout. The craftsman doesn't work hard because someone's watching. They work hard because they're watching. Self-imposed quality, not external pressure. There's a Japanese term for this. Andon no shita, no shigoto. Work done under the lamplight, when no one sees. Work done in the quiet hours. How much of what you do is performance? How much of your effort is designed to be seen? The craftsman finishes the underside of the table the same way they finish the top. They polish the part of the sword you can't see. They perfect the detail that will never be noticed. Because their standard isn't your approval. It's the work itself, looking back at them, asking, is this your best? And when you work like this, when your standards come from within, something magical happens. You stop being anxious about judgment. Your focus becomes unshakable. Work done right, even when unseen. Detachment from results. This is the part that sounds impossible in our world. But it's the secret that makes everything else work. The craftsman focuses on execution, not outcomes. In Japanese archery kyudo, they have a saying, Shofa bazete, shaho hasetsu. The 8 stages of shooting matter more than the hit. The master archer isn't aiming at the target. They're aiming at perfection of form. Think about how much energy you waste worrying about results you can't control. Will they like it? Will it succeed? Will I fail? The craftsman releases all of that. Not because they don't care about results, but because they understand this. You can't control outcomes. You can only control your attention. Less anxiety about the future means deeper concentration in the present. When the result no longer holds your mind hostage, your mind becomes free to work. Focus on execution. Let results take care of themselves. Applying it daily. So how do we actually live this? You don't need to become a master sushi chef or spend 3 years on rice. But you can borrow their mindset. Step 1. Choose one skill to refine. Not 5. What's the craft that matters most to you right now? Your writing? Your coding? The way you listen to your kids? Name it. Honor it. Step 2. Work slowly, precisely, without distraction. Speed is not the goal. Depth is. Give yourself permission to work at the pace the work deserves. Step 3. Create your own standards. Ask yourself, if no one ever saw this, would I still be proud? Make that your bar. And here's the thing. When you start treating your daily work like craft, even the boring stuff, something shifts. The work stops feeling like a burden. It becomes a practice. Shokunin Kishitsu. Work as practice, not punishment. Focus isn't built by force. It's built by devotion. Shokunin Kishitsu turns work into practice. And when your attention has meaning, distraction fades. Do the work as if it will last 100 years. Jiren Kiju. Shokunin Kishitsu. The craftsman's spirit. What's the craft you want to master? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if this resonated with you, subscribe to Jikan for more Japanese philosophy on focus, time, and intentional living.